Alright, so hello everybody, I'm Wiredwicky, as you can see on the screen, and I will be playing Blossom Tales for you. For people who are not that familiar with the game, I can imagine why, because it's not that popular of a game. It's basically like an homage to The Legend of Zelda. So, if everyone is ready, then I'm gonna start the countdown in 3, 2, 1, go. And there will be a little bit of delay. But there we go. So basically, the start, as you can see, there's a little cutscene. And it's basically a told story, and that will come back into the game itself. We're gonna skip through this really quick. But basically, the grandpa is telling the story to his grandchildren, who are named Lily and Chris. Which should ring a bell when I say Blossom Tales, because all of this game is about flowers and flower puns and stuff like that. So basically the protagonist of this game is Lily, and Lily is named after the grandchild, the granddaughter, I should say. And she is gonna be the knight, she's gonna be a knight of the kingdom of Blossom Kingdom. And yeah, that's basically the story. So you will see text boxes on the bottom, and that's what actually happens in the game. And you will have text boxes on the top, and that's actually either the grandfather or the two children saying something, and that does interfere in the game, as you will see later on. The beginning is a little bit more like it's all explanatory, so you get some cutscenes and stuff like that. So we're gonna just skip through that as quickly as possible. And yeah, here you just see that Lily becomes a knight, not a dame or lady, no, a knight, and she actually wants to be called Sir. Don't even ask why. It's just that's just it. So for our first test, we need to go to the basement and defeat the Rat King. And there we get a pretty special item, an item that's pretty broken, and you will see soon why. And all of that, you just get some explanation about the game as well during this little trip. But it is considered a boss, which is why we do it in all bosses. I don't know for people, if people have watched ESA Winter, where I did this game as well, but I did the 90% run, and in that game you just skip 60% of the game. You only visit 2 dungeons instead of 4, and you beat just like 4 bosses, I believe. Has been a while since I played that. But yeah, I just picked up a potion. You don't specifically need to, but it's safer. And if I get to the point, I might do a risky strat where I actually need the potion, but it saves time, and you know, you want to go fast. So here is a little bit of manipulation. The rats will spawn in a random order, but if you stay to the left, they will mostly spawn always to the right. I haven't only had some cases where they will spawn above you, but that's not a problem at all. This room can be quite tricky. For some reason the hitboxes of the arrows are weird, and they can, if you keep moving up, they can hit you from behind and they just throw you in the pit. Which, it sucks, but it happens. Luckily it didn't happen right now, so I'm glad about that. And here we're just gonna move some statues, and then we're gonna be seeing the first boss of this game. And we're already gonna do things that are not intended to be done. Oh, I need to... Oh, wait, that's the wrong statue, right? What? Am I... Oh, jeez. I'm remembering the wrong stuff. God damn it. I'm not used to talking that much during my runs, but it's fine. So that's the second portal. We use that actually in any percent to warp away, but right here we can't. So this is Rat King. What you intended to do, he's throwing you bombs and you need to throw them back. Luckily, if you sword dash, you can hit him, and it's way faster. And there we get the bombs, the most broken item in the game. So right now we're gonna go to this room and see a cutscene coming up soon. In any percent we don't see the cutscene because it's slow. We actually just kill ourselves in the room before, and then we use the warp pad to get out. And I'm gonna see if something happens here. No, okay. So if you mash too much before the cutscene starts, the cutscene will turn black temporarily. I don't know why it exactly happens, but it does, which is weird. but we didn't get it, so we saw the full cutscene right there. So you actually understand what's happening. And now they're just gonna talk about what's happening. A little bit of the plot of the game. The king has been brought to sleep. That's why it's called Blossom Tales, the Sleeping King. And you need to wake him up, because, I mean, he's the king, he's the ruler of the kingdom. And he's actually been put to sleep by his brother, the mage Crocus, who is the main villain of the game. It's a wonderful family. So right now we're going to go to Golem Haven. Golem Haven is the first actual town outside of the Blossom Kingdom itself. And there we're gonna see... there we're gonna see some new enemies, and there will also be the first dungeon as well. And right now we're just walking out of town, and just this is just the main boring part of the run. It wraps up once we get actually into a dungeon, but
so is now a good time for a donation?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. We have a $5 donation from Tofu, which reads, "Hey Wiredwicky, digging the shirt, samurais, pizzas and cats. What more do you want? Wish I could have been there, it looks fun. Hopefully I'll be there next year with a speedrun of my own. Since the game is about flowers, how about a flower joke?
Oh jeez.
How do you know flowers are capable of kissing? They have 2 lips.
Oh jeez. It's starting already. Thanks Dove, I appreciate it. Next time you'll join me here. Definitely. I'd like to see you here. We can do, I think, one more.
Okay, we have one from Devilly Tony, the Fat Shuffler, which reads, "Hey Wiredwicky, Shuffler here. Good luck on your run, and may you blossom in this run and get and that you get to tell tales of this to the future."
Thanks, Tony. I love you, bro. And for people who didn't know this, yeah, I like puns a lot. So if you can make some puns, just do it. Okay, so this is the first time where actually you get a choice who you're fighting. Basically, the grandfather's telling the story, but he doesn't know what the enemies are Lily has to beat. So they're getting a discussion, and oh, that's not good. One wants the golems, the other one wants the archers, and there you can choose which one you want. One is not specifically faster than the other. It's just that the golems are have a slower movement, so it's easier to hit them. And the archers can fire back at you as well. So I prefer the golems, but there's not a difference in time if you both execute it perfectly, basically. And now we're going up to the first dungeon, which is, I believe, called Runestone Temple. And we start a little bit, we started with a little game of Simon Says. And although I'm gonna be quiet, I do kind of need to focus because I don't like to admit it, but it went more wrong than I wanted to have gone wrong. So I'm already mentally preparing for that because it should not be that hard. But we're up here, and this is actually the room to, or actually area to the dungeon. So a cutscene plays, and the knights don't know how this works. And all of a sudden this black mage pops up, and everybody is just gone except for Lily, because she's too stupid to figure out how to work this out. Alright, I'm gonna focus a little bit. Alright. We got it first try. Nice. Okay, so now... Thank you. So now we're inside Runestone, and Runestone is an interesting place. As said before, in any percent you skip like half of the dungeons, and this is one dungeon you don't see in that run. There is some precise movement here, and especially when you first play this casually, you think like this, how am I doing this? Like, it feels it's really hard. But I believe it's the next room, or it is a little bit later. I think it's the next room. No, it's not the next room yet. But there's gonna be rooms. Oh, it is. This looks super hard, but if you just move just a tiny bit down, nothing can hit you. So it's once you know the strat, it's not that hard. And now we're gonna see for the first time how powerful bombs are, because you can clip through objects. And we're gonna abuse that a lot, trust me. This is nothing so far. So usually you have to go back to the main room and go all the way around on the right as well to activate the switch there. But luckily we have bombs. And here we're gonna see a bigger enemy. I believe, from what I've seen a few last runs, he deals 1 damage instead of a half if you don't look out well. And that's the only enemy. All the enemies basically do half heart damage. It's all the same, and your sword does the same damage to every enemy as well. Even when it gets upgraded later on, it still does the same damage. Okay, so this is a little bit random how they spawn. This could be quite scary. That's fine. And it can also warp away. And when they're invisible, they can actually hit you, which is weird. But yeah, hitboxes. And this is also a room, like, when you go casually through it, you're like, what? How do I need to walk? Because the platforms are falling away from your feet. And it seems really hard, but if you know the cycles, it really isn't that difficult. And here we see one of the puzzles we will be seeing more in the run, tile puzzles. This one is easy, but we get some harder ones later on, of course. And this is... we're getting close to the first mini-boss in the game. And this one is actually pretty scary because you don't have that much health. And the boss actually has some health, so you need to watch out for that. And its movement, its pattern is completely random as well. This is the same room, like, it seems hard, but just go up a little bit and you're fine. Nothing to worry about. And this is just, this is like a really, it's not useless, but it seems a little bit far-fetched. You need to go all the way around just to get a key to get to the door of the mini-boss. It's just a little fetch quest. And this is actually nice. So now you see Lily, I've got nothing. So basically what happened, you already grabbed the key during the cutscene, but it still gives you the jingle and it shows off, but the key is not there anymore. I don't know, I always think that's funny. Alright. So the boss is coming up right here. And you'll see this boss. You'll see him later on, but with way less health. It's gonna be a common enemy in the next dungeon already. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. I don't actually know. It gave the sound effect like multiple times, but I don't actually know if it counted the hits. Oh boy. I need to be careful. Nice. That's not bad. So here we get the bow and arrow. Classic Zelda items, of course. Oh, nice, I got to show this off. So if you pause on the same frame you enter another room, you can actually menu during transition so you don't lose any time with menuing. That's actually pretty cool. As far as I'm aware, that's a 1 frame trick. And I barely pull it off usually in runs. So that's cool. So more... oh, wow. Not bad. I wanted to say some more random movement, but that's fine. This room is a pain. Luckily, we recently found new strats for this room, because you see all these things. Ooh, I'm not doing very well. You see all these things going around, and for now you're like, oh, that's fine. But you will see later on that you really want to remove that. I did a bad job at that. I think... oh, come on. Thank you. So now you open the door, and there is a torch up here that's lit up. And you need to lit up all the torches, but these enemies get into the way a lot of the time. Now, these green blobs, or whatever they're called, I'm not entirely sure, they have a set pattern, so if you just remove them in your first trip through here, you will have a better time lighting up all the torches, or else that happens. Come on. Thank you. But the golems here, or actually the rock snakes, I should say, they move randomly, so they can still get in the way. It was decent. So here we see random pirates. I have no idea why they're here. Maybe looking for treasure or something. I don't know. You're gonna encounter them later, and then you actually get the explanation, like where they are, where their hideout is, and stuff like that. But I don't know why they show up here already. Seems like a random type of enemy at this point. So more tile puzzles, yay! Everybody loves them. Although these, once again, are not that hard. So, just to clarify, if you hit one of the red tiles, you get set back immediately and need to do it over again. And more... Oh, I'm getting pretty lucky on the spawns. That was bad, though. Can I hit him? Nice. So, in this room, I want to go fast because there is a specific cycle. If you make that, that's just the fastest you can do. And you don't get hit. I'm not gonna make that. That was horrible. Can I avoid? I can avoid damage there at least. I don't think... Yeah, okay. Let's say that's a damage boost. But here you're gonna see that the items you use, they use stamina. And yeah, your stamina, it's important to figure out how to route in your stamina meter and make sure you can always do the movements you want to do. Because else you need to wow. Come on. Also, the sword dash has like an invincibility frame, or not one, just a couple of invincibility frames, so it's really OP, honestly. You're gonna see that upcoming in a later boss. So this room, usually you need to go around to see what the patterns are, but the patterns are always the same. So if you remember the patterns, it's really easy. Once again, this game is not hard. Everybody can pick it up, honestly. So this is the first boss. I like to call it Diamond Head. Because, well, it's a jewel, but we can pretend it's a diamond, right? Okay, so the bosses are probably the most random thing in the game. All bosses have like different attacks, and there's not a set pattern to it. As far as I'm aware, there's no RNG manipulation to give them, or to make them do the attacks you want to. I can get one hit in, that's fine. And here you see actually how important the management of your stamina is. Alright, I think I need like 4 or 5 more hits. Gonna wait a little bit. This should be fine. Still, okay. So if you hit the boss, you'll see the screen like flashing in a specific color. It's either green, yellow, or red, and that indicates how far or how low health the boss is at that point. Yeah, I need 2 more hits now. I'm gonna see if I can get it this cycle. I don't think I will get it. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I actually got it, nice. That was pretty close though. So that was the first boss. Now we get like a little cutscene where Lily gives, where Lily gives the ingredient to wake up the king. So, yeah.
Okay, good time for donations then.
Yes, exactly.
So we have a $10 donation from Jungle Jack saying, "What? Blossom Tails on ESA? That means the Wiki Snake. Good luck, Wesley."
Thank you, Jungle Jack. That's nice.
And we have another $5 donation from Tofu. Said, "Hey, I heard you like puns. I've got 2 for you.
Oh, jeez.
What's a flower's favourite band? Guns N' Roses.
Nice.
And why do flowers always drive so fast? They put the petal to the metal."
Nice, Tofu. Thank you very much. So this is really important. This is why we picked up the portal earlier, because we don't have to walk down now. So that's nice. And about the wiki snake, I'm gonna explain it a little bit. In my community, or at least in the 3 viewers I have during my streams, they like to set a specific emote combination during the run, especially when we're in Frost Route, because we're gonna encounter a mini-boss there. And that mini-boss, they actually think it represents me. I don't know why, but that was a joke in the community. I will tell you the emote combination later. First, we have this battle, and we still, or well, I say battle, and here you get, once again, the children fighting over what the boss is gonna be. But luckily, we can skip it and just completely get past it without beating it. This is, by the way, not a boss that you need to beat for all bosses, because we don't consider it a boss. Especially not with this easy technique. And this once again shows that bombs are pretty much OP. This has, by the way, just recently been found that this was possible. I'd like to call it the Vam skip, because he was watching one of my runs, and I was like 20 seconds behind, and he was like, dude, just try it. We don't know if it works, but just try it. And it worked. So I feel like we should name it after him. But to go a little bit further on the snake, I see the snake in chat. And that's the certain combination emote that they use. And it would be fun to see like a full wall of that combination during that fight. I will tell you when that fight is going to be. So don't post it yet, and don't spam it all over. If everybody just posts it once, we will get a nice wall. That would be pretty funny. So keep at least your emotes ready. But not for now. I think that's like another 20 minutes before we get there. Right now we're gonna go to the Boiling Caverns. I forgot the name. And this is actually, I like to call this Choky Caverns, because I choke a lot in this dungeon. And it's not good. But yeah. So we're gonna pick up a key here. And remember that key. Just remember that key. We're not gonna use it, but just remember it. So we're about to go to the first actual, I would say, decently hard trick in the game. It should be easy when you get your timing ready, but for some reason I keep failing it a lot. So I'm gonna focus for a little bit here. Nice, I got it first try. Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh. Alright, so what basically happened there, it's super weird, because usually on lava when you use a bomb, it should immediately go off when you drop it. In this case it doesn't. You get hit, so you drop the bomb, and you drop the bomb on Lily, and because the game doesn't handle, it doesn't know how to handle two sprites on each other, so it puts the priority of the bomb over Lily. And it's gonna place Lily on the first open spot the game thinks it has. And that's conveniently right there behind the ledge, or behind the wall, whatever you want to call it. So that's how the trick works. And I've failed it so much lately. Oh, that's not good. Luckily I still have the potion. So this is all timing based. You could go rush through it, but I'd rather rush through another area and use my potion there, because once again, that is faster, so I'm gonna take the cycles here. So far, I don't want to jinx anything, but so far, I'm pretty content with how this is going. Once again, once the lasers are out, we're gonna use the invincibility frames of the sword dash to go through it. And this, if I do it correctly, I just have to mash A, and I can just beat everything. I said, this game is not that hard. And this is just... yeah, this is a little bit of the boring part, but it needs to be done as well. And there's a block puzzle coming up. That's pretty slow, but you cannot skip it, so we're gonna do it.
Cool, so some more donations?
Yes,
okay, we have a $5 donation from Emil, saying, yo, Wiredwicky, hi from your cousin and your rival. Best of luck on your run. May the Zubats and Wiki Snakes be gentle today.
Ah, thanks. I want to point out that Emil is he's my cousin, but he's also a run of the game. He at this point he only ran any %, but I hope he's gonna do all bosses soon as well. I just wanted to point out. I just wanted to point it out.
Cool. We've got a $25 donation from Mr. Frog with, "Hey Wiki, why don't you put on your song request? Oh, and here is my joke. An Irishman walks out of a bar."
Wait, what was it again?
An Irishman walks out of a bar.
Oh, alright. Also, I messed up. I don't know why I messed that up, but I did mess it up, so that's... that sucks, but... We have time for one more, if there's any.
Okay, we don't, but we do want to say thank you to our sponsors, Chrono GG, who are who donate to charity for every game that you is bought on Chrono GG.
Oh, nice.
That's
really
great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So I told you about that I saved my potion, and this is the room we're gonna just mash through because this is full with cycles and moving platforms, and that's just slow. It should be fine. Okay, good. So that's where you want to use your potion, if you still have it. And this is the last section before you go to the mid-boss. And the mid-boss, I like to call it the Boshi Knight, because the projectiles that shoot at you, it's just really extreme-ish. And once again, there you're gonna really see how powerful the invincibility frames are. Oh, that's a shame. But there we're gonna use them a lot. And then we get another broken, well, not a broken item, but a pretty good item actually. And like people who play Zelda will know what that item is. It will look really familiar to them. It's once again a classic Zelda item. This is one interesting tile puzzle. But yeah, well, it's all about patterns. So this is a Flame Guardian? Flame Mage, actually. He is gonna put up some projectiles, and it can be quite ridiculous. Oh, that's bad. But yeah, you can use your invincibility frames to just go through the projectiles, especially in this form. Whoa. Okay. He's gonna... right. If he has this, if he does this attack, he always moves in the same pattern, so you will know where he will spawn next. So that's pretty nice to know. Wow. Alright. Nice. And here we get the boomerang. I didn't get it this time. So it's convenient that there are pots here with health. Usually health is random, but there are a few places, especially in front of the bosses and right after bosses, that will guarantees have hard drops. So this is the first instance where we're actually gonna see how powerful bombs really are. Line it up, and just like that. Usually you need to go around. You see the pillars here in the middle part. And you usually need to go in that door and do some puzzles or some execution things. But luckily, we can just skip that, because bombs. This one is even easier. Just hug the corner and bomb yourself through it. So once again, the reason that happens is, well, with two bombs, it just, the impact makes you go past it. But with the bottom, with what I showed on the bottom, right, on the left bottom, that's a little bit different. Ah, that sucks. I was trying to make that, but it's not that easy. But on the bottom, how it works, you place the bomb and then you slash your sword. And because it moves the bomb a little bit, it will place it on top of Lily. And once again, it will take the bomb priority over Lily. So it kind of places Lily at the first possible open spot the game thinks it is. Which is once again really conveniently behind the pillar. So that, yeah, that's how bombs work. And I think it's pretty convenient because it's fast. And I could go to the left here, but I'm gonna take it safe. I could just damage boost through it, but I'm not gonna. I made enough mistakes already. And of course the sword dash is also good to at least go over lava. Actual gaps you cannot cross with the sword dash, you will immediately fall. Oh wow. So what I usually do is just throw a bomb and hope I hit at least one of them. I got two, that's really convenient. Like the enemy placement is actually really good so far. I've had a few good rooms. And honestly, I'm doing pretty decent on my health as well. And once again, these are just rooms that acquire some execution. And it's a little bit of RNG because you don't know where the enemies spawn. So once again, we're gonna show how good bombs are. Okay, nice. I usually get that second or third try. It's nice having it first try once again. Usually you need to go all the way around to open that and to open the to get the pillars out, but well, this works, I guess. And this room just annoys me. I don't know why, but it just does. I usually like take it a little bit slower here, because if you sword dash, you can get held back by the fire, and they will just completely mess with you, because you will get bounced back a little bit, and you will be on lava, and the floor will be gone, and you will take a lot of damage. Okay, so we found a skip like 2 weeks ago. Usually you need to go all the way around to get the pillars down, but now if I can get the right pixel, a little bit more, this should be good. Yeah, we can just skip right through that. That saves, if you do it perfectly, it saves about 45 to 50 seconds. And that has been found like 2 weeks ago, so that's nice. So here we have the boss of Winding Caverns, which is... this is actually the Flame Guardian. Nice. I'm mixing up my names. And we can go... As you can see, there are a lot of pots here. They usually contain health. So we can go pretty reckless on this guy, because we will get a lot of our health back if we want to. I need to watch out a little bit though. I'm gonna take an extra heart there. Should be close to done at this point. There it is. So this is just mashing your items and spamming. And now we have the second ingredient, so we get another cutscene. So this is a pretty, yeah, this is the boring part, basically. But now we're gonna go to actually one of my favorite dungeons, and this is the dungeon you will see in any percent. And this is Frost Root, and I told you about that emote combination. It's coming up soon. It's coming up soon. Don't worry. It will be the mid-boss of Frost Root. And we once again get to see how broken bombs are. I still like that. So this is a little language is hard. This is a little walk, and we're gonna encounter some bees. I hope they behave. You never know, of course. They even talk about the bees. Because, I mean, everybody hates bees, right? Okay, nice. They behaved. And this is quite interesting. This is Farmer Bob. Usually to interact with people, you need to press A. Farmer Bob will talk to you if you come too close to him. So don't do that. Don't waste time on that. And now we're gonna walk a little bit. We're gonna walk to an elevator that leads us up to up to the snowy and the icy area. And the weird part is, you can use the bomb clip basically on every ledge. And you can try the bomb clip up on there. It won't work because we think it's loaded on a different map. So if you try to do that, it just crashes your game. If we could do that, and we could do that with the Wastelands as well, where we go later, I think the any percent, if we find a way to get to the Wastelands without doing any dungeons, this game, any percent could be 10 minutes easily. But right now we can't. We're still trying to find that. And here we will arrive in... What was the name again? I'm so bad with names. Pinecone Village, that was it. Thank you. So here, once again, you're gonna see how incredibly broken bombs are. Because we can just screen transition like that. And now we are here. So that's pretty cool. And this is a different kind of clip. I'm gonna just wait till the bomb explodes, it lands on my head, and I clip through it. So there are like multiple ways to do bomb clips, which is, I don't know, it's kind of odd, but it works. And here we get another familiar item. We're gonna get dash boots. And I know you can think like, why don't you get the boots and then do the dungeons because it's faster? That doesn't work, because once you enter the elevator, that's actually the trigger for all the bosses you should have done by that point to completely vanish and disappear. So you cannot do them, which means your run would be invalid. So we cannot actually get the boots until now, for that matter. But yeah, the boots definitely speed up the game. And now we just have a chill walk to the next dungeon. It's just one straight way to the raid, all the way to the raid. Just an easy raid.
Time for a donation then?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, we have a $5 donation from Chanty. Hi Wee Wee, your actual cousin here, wink. Good luck on the run, you got this. Forehead, squid 2, squid 2, squid 2, squid 4.
Yes. So to clarify, Shanti is actually my cousin and Emil is her her partner. But, I mean, he's family for me. So this is Frostroot. Frostroot is... It's about the same as you would get it in any percent, basically. Only you won't have the boomerang because you would never have visited the temple before. And you won't have the bow and arrow as well. So there is a difference in a little bit. In any percent, we would go later for a fireball spell, because it is very convenient for the boss, and you actually need that to hit a switch later on. But because we have the bow and arrow, we don't specifically need to get that. Which makes the boss a little bit harder in this dungeon, but it's fine. Ooh, that's not a good pattern. Come on. Come on, just thank you. So, preferably you would get the two guys to move to the same direction, so you can just damage them both at the same time. But, yeah, it doesn't always work. I don't specifically know if there is a way to manipulate that. I think there should be, but I haven't found it yet. And now, this is a really scary part. Because we're gonna face the eyeball. Okay, we did it. Good. Good. Okay, for some reason, I have troubles with beating that eyeball when I'm in a run. I have no idea why, but sometimes I just don't kill it when I use my boots. I have no idea why that happens or why it doesn't kill, but I'm glad it did today. And now we're gonna learn a new word called snowball RNG. Because the snowballs are completely random and they can screw you over in multiple ways. Like that. Oh, that was close. And that's not the only instance of snowballs, trust me. We have more, we have way more. And we have ice physics as well, because everybody loves ice physics. Right, so we're gonna throw a random bomb again. Ah, that didn't work. Oh, please? So the icicles, the trail of icicles, they hurt you. And you don't want to get hurt by that. Okay. Come here, come here. Okay. That was decent enough. But you hear they're gonna spam those enemies all over, trust me. They can hurt you a lot. And now we need to hit a switch just to get past that. Yeah, I actually don't need to hit the switch from this side. If you have an upgraded bow, spoilers, you can upgrade your bow, and you will shoot 3 projectiles. You can actually reach that from this side if you want to. But you know, getting the bow, getting the upgraded bow is just, nah, it's slow, and we don't need it. So we fall down here. And I told you about the emotes. Get them ready, because the boss is upcoming, the mid-boss. So once again, the emote combination is forehead, squid 2, squid 2, squid 2, squid 4. And just post it once, don't spam it all over. Keep chat nice and clean, please. Okay. So this is what people like to call the wiki snack. I'm still wondering why it represents me, but... oh, that's a bad pattern. Let's see if he's... okay, so usually when he does this, he can do this up to 4 times in a row and you can just keep hitting him. If he just comes above the ground and shoot projectiles at you, you will guaranteed get 2 more icicle drops after that. But luckily we did it. So here's some more snowball RNG for you. And also thanks for the wall, guys. It looks beautiful. Oh, that's the wrong side. I like it. Thank you very much. So here once again you're gonna notice that managing your stamina is really important, because the fire spell we just got consumes a lot of stamina. So it's pretty important to keep that in mind. Alright. And now we have just a room where we need to beat every enemy. This is the only room in the game where you actually need to beat every enemy. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. But at least this is like a really big room where you need to beat everyone before the door opens. It's pretty notorious for that. And we just fall down here. And we're gonna do the right side. So this is just purely slash your sword and use your fire spell on the mages, because the mages are annoying and can be killed by 1 hit with your sword. And it's simple as that. And that's always easy. Yeah, it's not hard. Alright. So here you can see how annoying the snakes can get. Especially when they block your entrance, so let's just do that. I can take some damage. We're actually in the any percent, we want to eventually end up with only half a heart left, because of a death abuse we do. But since we don't get the fireball anymore, at least not in this category, we don't need to do that. But in the any percent you would have 4 hearts at this point, not 6, so it's a lot more scary. Okay, that's fine. So here is a switch. What they intended you to do is just to walk around and get that switch. But, you know, we have projectiles. Ooh, that was close. Okay, we're good. So this is, especially casually, probably the hardest boss in the game. It's harder than the final boss, trust me. This is the Bird Knight. And, well, it's called Spirit of the Monks, but Bird Knight works. And he is RNG heavy, but he's also not nice. So what, if he's in the air, you cannot hit him. So that's one. And he can have weird patterns. So what you try to do here is try to stand as close as possible to him. At least when you want to use your fire spell, because this fire spell actually damage him and boost him back. But if you stand close to him, he won't move back. He won't bounce back. So. And also, if you're really close to him, you won't take damage for some reason. Oh, that's not good. Ah, I could have gotten him already. Okay. I'm already glad I didn't die. So this is the last ingredient you need to wake up the king. But while you do that, Crocus had his plans ready, and he's gonna invade the kingdom. And this is another cutscene. This takes like a minute or so. It's a pretty long cutscene.
Okay, so just to mention, we are only $28 away from our Rystar any percent 100% category incentive. If anybody wants to donate for that, that'd be really great. And we just want to say a big thank you to Domino's for giving everybody at the event a discount code for all the pizza that we are all eating.
Nice. Thank you, Domino's. So the cutscene is almost over, or at least this part of the cutscene. The king just woke up and just made every single orc vanish, because it's the king, so he's he's overpowered. But still, you need to save the kingdom and not the king for whatever reason. Because no, King Orchid is not good enough to beat Crocus. But you can upgrade your sword to beat Crocus. It's so stupid. So now we go to the Wastelands, which is the last area in the game. And what can I say about the Wastelands? The Wastelands per se is not that interesting. The way to it is devastating. Especially in 80%, it has killed a lot of my runs. And we're getting up to the Zubat Cave, as I would like to call it, and you will see soon why it's called the Zubat Cave. Because I just don't want to talk about it. It's just horrible. Also, fun fact, and I don't hit that portal, yet if you die in the cave, you will be warped to that portal for whatever reason. Okay, nice, I got that. So here we get a potion, an invincibility potion, and we're gonna use that. We're gonna use 2 of them in the run. We're gonna get another one in the Wastelands. And I'm gonna see if I can get a small death warp, but I'm not entirely sure. It all depends on how my health is going. But yeah, this is Zubat Cave. Come on, thank you. As you can see, the sword beams are really overpowered. It can almost kill. It can basically kill every normal enemy in one shot. So yeah, it's pretty overpowered. And you only have the sword beams when you have full hearts, by the way. Yeah, I see some blessed RNGs. Yeah, that RNG. This is the part where RNG plays probably one of the biggest roles in the game. So far it isn't that bad, right? Get it? Bad? Because bats? But here you see the true identity of the Zubat Cave. There are a lot of bats. I can repeat that there are a lot. of bats. And if you think that was it, no, no. There are even more. Oh my, they're out for blood. Alright, so this is where we get the invisibility potion. Don't fall down, alright. That's part 1. This is part 2. Alright, we're good. Alright, that was pretty good. I want to get full hearts. I don't get it, that's fine. Can I get full hearts? No, alright. Oh, that's not good. Let's go for the backup. So yeah, the bats can really ruin a run. I need to wait for my stamina to recharge anyways. Can go on the hunt for some hearts there. Won't lose any time. Alright, so that was a cave, luckily. Just like in Pokemon, yeah, that's why it's called the Zubat Cave. It's actually the shiny Zubat Cave, because, well, they're green, so they're shiny. This is where we... Oh, alright. This is where we get the second invincibility potion. There is another one you can get, technically, but I think this one is slightly faster, so I'd rather get this one. Ooh, that heart would have been great, but I'm not going back for it. So this is the Wasteland. This is like where it all comes together. Please. This guy, you want to beat the guy with the hammer. He has a range that's scary. And if he hits you, he knocks you back like really bad. And we're gonna see these puzzles for the first time. And we gotta see them a lot. That's basically the main gimmick of the last dungeon. So we now entered Crocus Castle. Or at least his domain. And this is his actual castle. And in any percent, this dungeon is a joke. It's truly a joke. And I will show you later why. Because we're gonna use that strat, but we first need to do something else. Also remember, I did not pick up the portal. That's important. So once again, some platforming with falling tiles, which is scary. If you fall down, you get warped all the way to the door. So you don't want to fall down at this point, because that's a major time loss. Ah! All that. Great. Almost something had to go wrong in the run, right? So you don't want to do that. Alright, we did it. First try every time. Alright. So once again, usually you need to go all the way around to see what combination you need to do there. But yeah, once again, it's always the same. Also, there's a block puzzle coming up, and I have no idea what the fastest strat is for that. I still need to figure that out. If somebody can help me with that, I would appreciate that. But this is it's a weird puzzle. I think this is actually pretty fast already, but I mean, it can always be faster, I guess. I'm gonna do this there. I'm gonna move this one up and this one down. So I don't know if this is the fastest way or not, but there's not... I don't think we have ever timed what would be the fastest way. And I feel like this puzzle can be solved in a lot of ways, honestly. So we should figure out what the fastest strat is there. So this is also a thing. A lot of electricity. It's... yeah. It's Crocus's thing. Oh. Work, please. So this is the first puzzle. What basically the main gimmick of this dungeon is, Crocus has blocked his door off with electricity, with 3 different layers. And you need to solve these puzzles to get rid of the layers, as you see right here. So the first one is gone now. We only have 2 left. We're only gonna see one else. We're not gonna see both of them. And I will explain that at the moment we're there. I don't want to ruin the fun yet. So let's see if I can take some damage. If I want to get the death warp, because it's kind of it depends on how much health I have. It's fun to see, but it saves just a couple of seconds. It's not that much. But this puzzle is interesting. So, like a half hour ago, maybe even longer ago, I told you about a key, right? That we picked up. This is where we use it. We just go here and we skip like a couple of minutes. I think it's like 4. But yeah, that's why you want to pick up that key earlier, because you can use all the keys in any dungeon you want. Luckily. I don't know why it would fit on the door, but... Alright, I don't think I'm gonna go for the death warp. What I'm gonna go for is... Oh, at least getting damaged. Is the potion here. And we need to go here anyways, because we need to open the door. So, Spiders are the worst enemies in the game. Alright, I hope I can get the quick kill here. This is the mid-boss for this dungeon. Depends on RNG. Okay, nice. Nice, I can get the quick kill. And we just mash A, and we just mash A. And he's done. Don't clap for that! This is so easy. Alright, so we go back. And remember what I said? We didn't pick up that portal, yet it still counts. I don't know how that works, but it counts. Okay, so now we're gonna see the any percent strat. What we do, because conveniently... Oh, well, whatever. They placed the last puzzle right in front of the boss door. And, well, we have bombs. So we can easily skip through that. Alright, this should be set up fine. Oh. Wait, how was I supposed to do this again? Uh-oh. I forgot the strats. Oh, there it is. Huh. So this is basically the last thing you do before entering the boss. And it's so stupid because you will see there's still one barrier left, but when you go to the room itself, it will be gone. It actually triggers all 3 for them to disappear. So yeah, they're gone. So we're up to the final boss, Crocus himself. And time is coming up pretty soon. It is time when the screen is completely faded out in white. Okay, I can see. Okay, so what we do, we clip up there, and we just slash this. We were actually pretty lucky with the bat. Oh, that's unfortunate though. Can I hit him from here? No, I cannot. This is actually pretty unfortunate. Uh-oh. I still have a health pod, so it's fine. Okay, there it is. And once the screen fades out completely to white, that's time. So it's time right now. So I want to explain a little bit what happens. You can clip up the altar for some reason. You cannot do that when you are invincible, when you drink your invincibility potion, but you can do that while being invincible, actually. And what you saw happening, I hit him when he was turned into the bats, and I hit him. For some reason, when he turns into a lot of bats, his hitbox is up there. I don't know why. It's the only move when his hitbox is up there, but it is. So that was pretty convenient. But other than that, it's pure RNG if he warps away from the altar or not. But anyway, that was Blossom Tales all bosses. I hope you enjoyed. And if you want to pick up this game, either casually or in a speedrun way, we have a Discord community. It's on the speedrun page. You can always ask people. We are glad to help you out. And yeah, that was the game. So thank you very much, and I'll take it over to TechStation.